Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Check, 59. There's a party now.
On first down, it's Floyd. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
He's checking.
Here's 2nd and 8. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check tight.
Hey, dude.
Check right 45. Check right 45.
Let go.
Throwing again. Randolph. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
45 the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 45 the mark. Check 45 the mark. Check.
Hey, Delta.
45 the mark.
Get it.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
45.
2nd and 6. That is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 45 the mark. I got it. 45 the mark.
Ready?
Back to throw. Randolph. Open man has got one. It's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now.
Check right 45.
Looking to throw. Randolph. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Randolph. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Throwing on 3rd and long. Randolph. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, lock it.
Touchdown, defense.
Tighten up. Shoot.
On 4th down. Randolph. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Floyd, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Randolph. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45's the mark.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
No score after one on EA Sports. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Go! Hey, Charlie! Ready?
From the gun, Randolph. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Randolph. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Hey, dude!
On first down, Randolph. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
45.
Back to throw. Randolph. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
45. Mike, 45.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, orbit. Go.
Motion. 45.
Looking to throw. Randolph. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Big grip.
They'll try the left side. It's Floyd. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Is that ready? 8, read.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the 47.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Alert 3, alert 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. They go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
2nd and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike, check, 59.
On the ball. Ready?
On 3rd down, Floyd. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Keep playing hard.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Bang, 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 bang.
Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready up.
54. Mike 54.
Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Speed trip.
On first down, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
61. Matchbox lights.
Watch the slant.
Let go.
Looking to throw. And this is Floyd, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Floyd. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bucs have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw. Randolph, throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 45 the mark.
Operating from the gun. Randolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll try the left side. It's Floyd. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go now. Hey, Echo. 60 or.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Randolph. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing
Looking to throw. Randolph. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw. Randolph. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down. Randolph. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Double dog. That's the way. 36. No.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We got double up. Sponge. No. Protein spill.
Check 49. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Floyd, and a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Floyd, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Hey, exit.
Jumper.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Floyd. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
22, 22, single.
Yep.
Check, 45.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.